orthopedic and plastic surgery.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of snow and blowing snow, especially this morning. Otherwise cloudy and windy this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 23. Tonight, mainly cloudy and cold. We'll see a low of around 9. And tomorrow, most sunny skies in the morning and a slight chance of snow in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 33. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Happy Hour. I am Rico, joined by absolutely nobody here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. The Happy Hour brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting. Nick is on his way up, I believe. He was back there getting some stuff ready. But again, welcome in. If you guys want to join part of the show, 402-464-5685, Honda Lincoln Hotline, Sartor Heyman text line. I hope you are being safe on this snowy, cold, icy Tuesday here in beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska, as everybody keeps going by with their snow plows and a couple of tractors trying to clear the roads for everybody to drive safely. And please do travel safely, whether you're going into work or working from home or, going in to get some groceries. Please stop buying all of the milk and bread. It's necessary for other people to get some, but it's okay. I understand. We got ours before the snow fell, but it's all good. It's all good. So, again, welcome into the Happy Hour. I hope you're watching us on Sartor Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, X, maybe Instagram, and Allo Channel 961. We moved channels because, hey, if you pay attention to our Facebook or Instagram or follow us on Twitter, you'd know that moving up to Channel 961 on Allo means that we're all over the state of Nebraska. From Omaha, Lincoln, all the way out to, I believe, Scotts Bluff and beyond. We're all over the state of Nebraska and people's TVs on their TVs, and you guys can join in and have a blast with us here on the Happy Hour and all of our other wonderful shows as Nick is finally making his way into the studio. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit of a recap on the national championship game. We're going to be talking some Husker hoops as Nebraska men's basketball gets ready to take on number 1 Purdue inside PBA here on this snowy Tuesday here in Lincoln, and a little look at the Big Ten quarterbacks, because look, last year there were only 2 returning quarterbacks in the entire Big Ten, and that was J.J. McCarthy, now a member of the now a national champion with the Michigan Wolverines, and Taulia Tagovailoa, who is searching for a 6th year of eligibility and is in the transfer portal for some odd reason. Those 2 returning quarterbacks, JJ might be going to the NFL, and Talia, like I said, is in the transfer portal looking for a new home. The suspected spot was Miami, but looks like they went to the FCS ranks and got the Albany quarterback. I think the Albany quarterback is headed to Miami. So Talia looks like he'll be looking for a different home, as he won't be going down south, joining the Miami Hurricanes. Nick joins in as you hear the door closing, and he's lowering the temperature because for some odd reason, it's hot in here. Hi, Nick.
Rico, you never even, you didn't tell me anything.
I told you that we were starting soon, and then you walked away.
I was, honestly, what I was doing, I was cleaning in the back. As wild as that is, I was cleaning, wiping down stuff. So
Okay, I get it.
how's life going, Rico?
It's going good. I was just telling everybody how snowy it was and how everybody was driving by plowing
Yeah.
stuff and how they can join the show and they should be a part of it and how we're going to talk about basketball and quarterbacks.
Is it time to take a break?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, I was going to talk about the national championship, but I was letting everybody know what we were going to talk about today. But we can get into that after the break because we do have to catch up on breaks.
There you go.
We'll actually get to a break here on the Happy Hour. You listen to the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Koppel. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Koppel. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at koppelcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G2076684.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of snow and blowing snow, especially this morning. Otherwise cloudy and windy this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 23. Tonight, mainly cloudy and cold. We'll see a low of around 9. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies in the morning, but a slight chance of snow in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 33. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
Herbie the Fourth ate his first solid food today, prompting a response of nothing but steaks all week for the Nebraska offensive line.
Then Enrique Alvarez Clary.
No more peaches and carrots for Herbie the Seventh. Baby food be damned.
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. It's the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. Thanks to Rico for starting the show without me.
I had told you before
You told
that
me
we
about
were.
10
I said,
minutes.
No, I said we're starting shortly, and you said okay, and you walked back, and I said, all right, he's gonna go get his laptop, whatever. And then the show's starting, and DP's walking up, and I look at him, I go, Nick back there? He goes, yeah, he's coming up. I was like, all right, cool.
I was not coming up.
You were not coming up.
I was cleaning my desk. I was genuinely disinfecting it.
So I'm
honestly.
like sitting here and I'm like doing the thing. And I'm like looking back and I'm like, okay, I guess, well, whatever. I guess I'll just keep going.
I washed a couple coffee cups because I bought a new coffee cup from the mill today. Huge shout out to the mill. Mill 11th and O. Come on down, grab yourself a cup of Joe here at 1040 O Street. But they're open till 5, by the way. So I bought a new coffee cup from the mill, and I was washing that out because I'm just gonna leave it here. So I want it to be. I was washing that out behind in the kitchen and just not even paying attention. Like, hey, it's 1:01 p.m. So here I am. Really good college football game last night. Not necessarily fundamentally sound. It wasn't that enjoyable from a fan perspective. But it was a national title game.
I disliked the fact that Michael Penix got hurt early on.
And Dylan Johnson, so Dylan Johnson, the running back for Washington, got banged up right out of the gate.
Well, he was still recovering from his because what they say, he tore he had the burst of sack in his knee was busted, and he had like not a high ankle sprain, but like an ankle sprain, or rolled his ankle all in the semifinal game. So they're like, he's gonna fight through it, and I'm just like, they said he can run really well as long as he doesn't have to cut left.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool.
Well, and that's the thing is like Michigan's defense, they tackle so well. And that's what always amazes me, whether I'm watching, and a lot of times it shows up in like a conference championship game or in a semifinal or even in the national title game. Like the step up in just sound tackling. There was a play made yesterday where the defensive back for Michigan, who was severely undersized compared to the tight end, was able to wrap around the waist and with one arm bring him down. And it was like a 3rd down and 3. And he didn't allow more than 1 yard on a reception. It's incredible that just the sound tackling and the
open field tackling,
the increase in ability and just skill. There's such a noticeable difference. Obviously, from like the group of 5 level to the game we saw last night or in the semis. But I'm saying even in like just a regular season Big Ten game to tackling in the semifinals, or when you watch the SEC championship and it's like Alabama, Georgia flying to the ball and they don't budge. It's truly, truly fun to watch.
Those top tier teams are top tier for a reason.
Yeah,
and the sound tackling, as you said, the open field tackling, the gang tackling, the way that they flow to the ball. There was a play, I think it was in the second quarter, where a defensive tackle got, about 10 yards downfield. It was a long 3rd down, and Washington kind of threw a safe route to try and get some more yardage. But a defensive tackle goes like 10 yards downfield and then joins in on the party, tackling down one of the wide receivers. Like the gang tackling, the helmets to the ball, and the open field tackling, kind of like you mentioned, the corner stops the tight end, or it's like a 3rd and 5. They're throwing a little flat, and it's that move where they throw it to the flat, and it's that move where
They
you're running down, they stop, and usually you fly right by him. Well, he flies by him, gets his arm around his waist, and is still able to like grab the jersey and stick with him and bring him down for like a gain of 3. And then at Washington, I think they ended up going for it and converting. But even then, like, they were 0 for whatever to start the game on 3rd down, and that's the reason why is the high level tackling from these top tier teams is just another notch above anybody. I mean, the tackling, like Nebraska's tackling this year was much improved from years prior.
Absolutely.
But Michigan's tackling is just that next step up.
It's still a step up, which is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, it was as much as, and I went through my whole spiel this morning on the drive, like as much as it bothered me to see Michigan win, they played better last night. And part of it is the lack of injuries, right? Michigan was fairly healthy. Washington decided that, or Washington came into the game thinking, oh, Michigan's not going to run the ball. And Donovan Edwards was able to just run all over him. First 2 touches were 2 touchdowns. That's pretty impressive. But nonetheless,
about 85 yards on 2 touches.
Yeah. I mean, so nonetheless, it was an okay championship game. I thought prior to the interception, I mean, frankly, Washington had Michigan where they've been before, and where Washington's been before. And what I mean by that is Washington's been, they mentioned in the open, Washington was the underdog in like their 4 of their last 5 games. They won all of them. They were the underdog in the semifinal. They were the underdog in the national title game last night. And although at the start it looked like Michigan was going to run away with it, at halftime it was 20-13 because Washington had a really nice methodical drive down the field to end the second quarter.
It was nice.
And so you're like, okay, cool. They basically, in a roundabout way, got 2 for 1. They're going to get the ball to start the third quarter. Well, unfortunately, on the first play from scrimmage in the third quarter, you throw the INT.
Yep.
And, you know, Michigan's just so hard to stop anywhere on the field, but especially when you give it to that offense, you know, on your own 32-yard line, on the Washington 32-yard line last night, it's going to be tough to stop them.
It was another one of those games where we were talking about yesterday early, obviously before the game, where Michigan didn't ask JJ McCarthy to go out and win them the game.
Yeah.
They relied on their ground game. They relied on Blake Corum. They relied on Donovan Edwards, and they responded. Their offensive line responded. And on those first 2 carries for Donovan Edwards, he hits a hole and then figures out that, oh, this one's plugged. Let me just bounce it outside. And Washington, they had all the different camera angles, and you just see them, the defense flow to where the run's supposed to go. And usually you're like, yeah, that's great. The cutback lane opens up, the beautiful blocking on the backside of whatever plays, and he just cuts back and is gone. This is untouched.
There were some missed penalties on Michigan.
There were plenty of missed
penalties. Going back to JJ McCarthy, though, and kind of what we discussed yesterday with the just being a game manager and running the offense. Like, they asked JJ to do that yesterday, which is nothing new. But then it was in the 3rd or 4th quarter where Washington pinned Michigan deep, and they had a 3rd and 8 inside, like, I think their own 10. I think it might have been on the 8-yard line. 3rd and 8 on the 8, and JJ evades the pressure, and he uses his legs.
Yep.
And it was his longest run of the season.
It's like 41 yards.
I think it was like 41 or 42 yards on a rush. And it was like, that's what JJ does, is when the play breaks down, he doesn't run often. They don't ask him to run often. They usually bring up that backup. They bring in the backup.
Alex Orji.
Yes. When they need a quarterback to run. And JJ was able to do it, though. And he understood, hey, I need to get down and just slide, things like that, which were obviously beneficial. He did it on back-to-back plays, not designed. So Michigan, they were the best team in the country this year. Despite all the stuff going on, they have the best talent.
Team.
They have the best talent.
I hate it.
They have, I mean, an incredible 1-2 punch in the backfield.
Strong
dislike. with Corum and Edwards. Their quarterback was really, really talented. The whole alpha brainwaves thing, and
did you brush your teeth with your left hand?
I did brush my teeth with my left hand.
Alpha?
I woke up with a renewed feeling this morning.
Did you picture yourself in the mirror with the rose in your mouth?
Yeah.
And then you picture yourself raising the
national championship trophy.
Did you?
Absolutely.
What did he say? I love you, man. That's what you have to say to yourself.
Yes. I love you, man.
All of that. That for all of you. You want alpha brain waves. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. look in the mirror, tell yourself that you love yourself. Picture yourself with a rose in your mouth, and then picture yourself hoisting a trophy of some kind. There you go, and that's how you become a national champion.
That's why I was a couple minutes late to work.
You picture yourself with a
I was
rose?
Picture myself with the national championship trophy.
You're like, dang, it's not a heavy trophy.
It's not a heavy trophy.
Surprisingly.
Maybe it's just because I'm so strong.
Maybe. Because you have alpha brainwaves.
There you go.
Helps the muscles.
Nonetheless, as always, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, open for you guys the entire show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo channel 961.
I did tell people.
961 is the place to go now. You can get us all across the state.
From Omaha to Scottsbluff.
Perfect.
And everywhere in between.
There you go. One last note on the national championship stuff. This has nothing to do with on the field. If you have listened to us me recently and in the last couple of years, you know my disdain for concession stand prices. And this popped up on my feed.
It knew.
The vodka lemonades last night at the national championship game. So
is vodka lemonade just like is that just a popular drink in Houston? Is that what
it's a popular drink all over.
But I mean it's specifically you got to
throw in vodka or Tito's and lemonade.
But not this one. To specifically sell vodka lemonades at the national championship. And they personalize them to each team.
This isn't even crazy. The ingredients.
Yeah, no.
Aren't even anything special. You can make this at home.
Easily. And save money, probably.
So, yes, save money. So they make a design drink for each team.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan's obviously has a little bit of blue and yellow in it.
It's maize.
Maize, sorry. While Washington's is purple. Here's the thing. Michigan's vodka lemonade, it's called Victor's Lemonade.
Disgusting.
It has Sky vodka, lemonade, blue curacao, and then whatever gold dust is.
Gold dust. It's literally gold dust.
Okay, there you go.
To make it sparkle.
So gold dust. For Washington, it is called the Bow Down Blitz.
Of course.
Sky vodka, blue curacao, grenadine, Sprite, and gold dust.
Why does that one have more?
That one sounds pretty good.
Honestly, want to try it.
So
we should make one.
The price for one of these, a whopping $33.55. For one vodka lemonade, you're going to pay $33.55 last night at the national championship game. I sat here and I thought, I bet a handle of Sky vodka is around $29.
You are overpricing it.
No way. Is it like Barton's?
1.75 liters of Sky vodka at Blue Walmart is $21.99.
Oh my gosh.
At Red Target or at Red Walmart.
Yep, Red Walmart.
It is $24.48.
The margins are sickening. Blue curacao is not expensive.
You can get a $7.50.
Grenadine surely isn't expensive.
You can get $7.50 for $12.99.
That's disgusting. So these are probably, 12-ounce drinks, 12-ounce lemonades, I would say.
That is disgusting.
So you also know that they're getting it at a wholesale cost.
100%.
They are making so much money off of one drink.
What kind of lemonade they using? They using organic lemons?
Dole.
Nah, they would do that actually. That's ridiculous.
This is
Dole lemonade is good though.
$33.55 for one vodka lemonade.
I mean, I would. Just one.
I
would hate myself because I just dropped $33 for that.
You have to savor every sip.
That better last me the entire quarter.
But then it's like, so then you buy 4? One.
I don't think they let you.
They better have.
I bet they cap it. I bet they cap it at 2.
Not if you're going to pay that.
They cap.
No
it
way.
Dropping $66, $67 for one person for 2 drinks.
That's sickening.
Wait, you're dropping $67
for 2 drinks. That's worse. That is worse than what I had at the Power and Lights District.
Mm-hmm.
I paid $61 for 4 Coors Lights. and I about fell over.
That's ridiculous.
I about fainted in the Power and Lights district just because I had to drop $61 on 4 Coors
If somebody
Lights.
wants to give me $70, I will make this drink for you. I don't know where I'm gonna get the gold dust, but I'll figure it out.
And I wouldn't even get that at the wholesale price, and I'd still make money.
Yeah.
That's what's gross about it.
And you know what? We'll drink together.
All right, cool.
There you go.
Just like that. All right, let's
we'll watch Purdue, Nebraska.
Notorious BIB says, unless the vodka is Grey Goose, I will probably not drink it. I don't also know the difference between vodkas.
I couldn't tell you. I know Sky Vodka has
I think
40%
taste
alcohol.
the same. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, you're probably only getting one. All right, there's a guarantee that you'll enjoy the game. Washington fans sold out of the Bow Down Blitz last night.
I guarantee you, it's like a little bit of vodka. They're not giving you that much. $33. They're trying to make sure you buy more.
Probably. Let's take a break. When we return, we're gonna break down a little bit of Husker basketball. Also dive into the projected landscape of Big Ten quarterbacks in 2024. So we kind of had that conversation back in early August of like, all right, let's rank the 2023 starting quarterbacks, the projected starting quarterbacks at the start of the year. Well, now with new teams, a lot of new faces.
All of the faces are.
There are some interesting, Drew Aller is one returning starting quarterback.
I was about to ask you who's all returning.
I'm going to test Rico.
All right, bet.
On the returning quarterbacks, if he can name them, because there's not very many.
If you give me the team,
well,
I still probably won't. I can give you Drew Aller.
Drew Aller, I gave you that one.
I know that's probably I know another one. I know Iowa's.
There you go. So we'll talk about that when we return. Don't go anywhere. 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line open for you guys the rest of the way. We'll be right back as we get ready to break down hoops and Big Ten quarterbacks on the happy hour coming up next. 93.7 The Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of snow and blowing snow, especially this morning. Otherwise cloudy and windy this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 23. Tonight, mainly cloudy and cold. We'll see a low of around 9. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies in the morning. Got a slight chance of snow in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 33. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
Even before you start. That was a preemptive shh.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
I already had someone created in my image. He's evil, he wants to take over the world, and he fits easily into most overhead storage bins.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Don't judge me.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick and Rico still with you, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, and the Starter Heyman text line open for you guys the rest of the way here, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo channel 951. There was something else I was going to say. Follow us on Twitter.
961.
Excuse me, 961.
There you go.
Oh,
It's gonna be a little bit.
I gotta redo my spiel.
It's gonna be a little bit.
You can always follow us on Twitter, Nick_Sainert or at Radio Rico AC.
One of those is better than the other.
Yes, it is. One of them.
Mine.
Yeah, right. You probably have a better Twitter than I am.
You give more facts. I'm funnier.
Yeah, I don't know. I think do you judge that by engagement?
What do you mean? If I'm funnier?
Yeah.
No, because you get more engagement. I'm just funnier.
Okay. Anyway,
because you give more facts. More people, they go to you for like the Husker football and basketball. I give you,
the funny stuff.
I give you funny stuff. But I also
I would like to go. Hold on, let me go through Rico's Twitter.
I give you volleyball, women's basketball, softball, but I also give you
radio.
I give you memes.
All right, so let's see what the last funny tweet is.
That's
Rico, you're almost to 2,000.
I know. That's so close.
You're 67 away from
So
2,000.
close. Get me to 2K followers, please, and thank you.
There you go, Rico. You're following a lot of people too.
You know what? I need to purge that.
Yeah, that's bad. You're following a lot of people.
Hey, you know what I found out today? It was the greatest news ever. I walked back there. There's this big old jug of cheese balls back there. And I go, is this ours? And Austin goes, yeah, I got that for a white elephant gift from a family member. So yeah, I brought it in here. I was like, so can we have some? And he said, yes. So I got a red Solo cup full of cheese balls, and it's the best news I got all day.
Rico, I got to be honest, man. There's nothing that's funny on here right now.
It's hilarious.
Nonetheless,
just my tweet after the national champ after Michigan won. It's just a meme, just a button. You hate to see it.
Okay. Anyway,
it's great. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I guess it was funny.
You didn't understand it.
Anyway,
you don't get it.
You still follow us, Nick_Sainert at Radio Rico AC. Let's talk Big Ten quarterbacks here because Rico, I want you to test
my knowledge,
all of the returning quarterbacks in the Big Ten Conference.
Okay.
We already talked about Drew Aller.
Mm-hmm. Caden McNamara at Iowa.
Caden McNamara at Iowa.
Washington State is not Washington State. Washington's not returning. Oregon's not returning. USC's not returning. UCLA is not returning.
There is one other.
Okay, I got to go through.
Excuse me, two other quarterbacks.
It's not Nebraska. Well, it could because he's not gonna be the starter. Heinrich, technically. Iowa's Cade.
Yeah.
Illinois got somebody else.
I lied. There are three.
Three
of them.
aside from the two we mentioned.
They are all Big Ten West quarterbacks.
Ooh, not Indiana.
Nope. Indiana's Brendan Sorsby ends up transferring to Cincinnati. He was at Michigan, transferred to Indiana, backed up at Indiana, and now transferred to Cincinnati.
It's not Wisconsin because Mordecai's gone.
Tyler Van Dyke.
And they got Van Dyke. Minnesota, Cadillac Manis is gone.
Max Brosmer is now the quarterback from New Hampshire, FCS guy.
Who's say Illinois is not.
Illinois is the returning guy. Luke Altmaier is coming back.
He is?
And he's going to be the starting quarterback in 2024 for the Fighting Illini.
Luke Altmaier.
There are two more.
24th season.
There are two more.
In the West.
Both of them are in the Big Ten West.
I can't even remember who's in the Big Ten West.
You have Nebraska, Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Purdue, Northwestern.
Oh, Purdue's got Hudson Card.
Okay, there's another one.
Is Northwestern's guy return? Who
Brendan
is Northwestern?
Sullivan. Brendan Sullivan is going to return.
I was going to say Hunter
to
Johnson, but I'm
Wildcats.
like, he hasn't been there for a while.
So, how about this? These are
the
the
saddest group of returning quarterbacks aside from Drew Allen.
But so it might be the saddest, but here's the thing. The Big Ten Conference in quarterbacks is going to be really, really fun to watch next year.
Yes.
So you have at the top, and these are in no particular order. Some on Sports Illustrated, they put them in ranks.
Did they?
They rated them.
Did they put Will Howard number one?
No, they did not.
They didn't. Wow.
So I'm just going to go through the list as they're rated, but not necessarily. I don't agree with every single one of this. Number one, Dylan Gabriel. Just think of some of these names next year.
I forgot that he's going to Oregon.
Just remember some of these names that we're going to get to watch in the Big Ten Conference next year.
Oh, that's exciting.
Dylan Gabriel.
Okay.
Will Rogers at Washington.
Yep, he was on the sideline last night.
He was.
Too bad he couldn't suit up.
We talked about Drew Aller at Penn State. Will Howard at Ohio State.
That's their top four.
Those are their top four.
Honestly, don't disagree with that.
Okay.
I'd probably mix the order, but I don't disagree with that.
Miller Moss at USC.
I don't know who that is.
He was the guy who played for USC in the bowl game.
Okay.
Was their third string behind, obviously, Caleb Williams and then Malachi Nelson.
Are they not going to get someone else, or are they sticking with Miller Moss?
They're sticking with Miller Moss.
That seems dangerous.
There's no other quarterback in the portal that's quality enough to say, you know what? He's a sizable replacement for Caleb Williams.
Damn, you're right.
There's nobody. Cam Ward made his decision.
Yeah.
Malachi Nelson's gone.
Can you talk him out of going to the NFL?
Talia Tungavailoa. But why would Talia leave Maryland
to go to USC?
To go to USC
because you get a better court, or you get a better offense to run through. You get better athletes, and you get a guy who's done nothing but develop Heisman winners and quarterbacks who have gone to the NFL. Honestly, now that I just said that, Talia should go to USC.
Talia, that would Trojan.
That'd be so much fun.
There's no way.
Although that's very far from his brother.
Very. And it's very fascinating how Miami, sidebar here, how Miami took an FCS quarterback. They took the Albany quarterback. And they don't take that guy unless either he's willing to come in and fight for the job, because Talia seemed like a shoe-in to Miami. Florida State's already taken theirs. Florida gets Graham Mertz back. Graham Mertz had a really, really good year last year.
Surprisingly, Graham Mertz is a good quarterback.
He was.
Weird. Didn't see that one coming.
So anyway, the USC situation is kind of fascinating. But Miller Moss at USC.
They should take Talia. I talked myself into it.
Tyler Van Dyke at Wisconsin.
Remember when Tyler Van Dyke was a Heisman candidate at the beginning of the season?
For 2 straight years, he was.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year.
He ended last year pretty strong for Miami and started this year meh, and it just got worse.
Because Tyler Van Dyke was a 5-star recruit, threw for 2,700 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 12 picks.
The Hurricanes were excited about him.
Yeah. If the there you go. Max Brosmer at Minnesota.
Yeah, sure, why not?
He led the FCS in passing yards and finished the season with 29 touchdowns and 6 INTs.
Yeah, sure, why not?
8th is Aiden Childs, Michigan State. He's going to be playing his first licks of college football.
He was the backup at Oregon State, right?
Backup at Oregon State, followed Jonathan Smith to East Lansing, was 24/7 Sports' #1 quarterback in the transfer portal after leaving Oregon State for the Spartans.
Interesting. Surprised DJ didn't go there.
DJ went to FSU. Number 9, Dylan Raiola.
That's way too high.
I thought so too.
That's way too.
Dylan Raiola.
He should not be. Although, has Childs played a down yet?
At Oregon State, he was. He did. Childs is unproven at the college level, though he did complete 24 of 35, passing for 309 and 4 touchdowns.
Okay, then no, he's good. Dylan should, and this isn't to say that he's going to be bad. He should be last on that list.
Oh, I would not go that far.
He should be last on that list.
There's some really bad quarterbacks on this list.
He has literally done nothing in college.
Just wait. We'll continue because we got 18 quarterbacks to go through.
Like, I understand, forecasting, and that's what we're doing with a lot of these guys because they haven't played for these teams, but a lot of these guys have played in college and are proven to some degree.
Now, number 10, Ethan Garbers at UCLA.
I have no idea who that is.
Ethan Garbers. Next man up at UCLA after Dante Moore transferred out. Completed 67% of his passes in 11 games this season for the Bruins.
Hey, you take that.
Number 11.
Nebraska would take that. They were putting it at 65.
I want you to guess where Curtis Rurick is starting.
Curtis Rurick?
Rurick. He transferred from Ohio to this Big Ten program.
He went to Indiana.
Yes.
Wow.
Kurt Signetti's guy.
Whew.
Curtis Rurick transferred from Ohio.
Kurt Signetti, look up my resume.
He was the MAC Offensive Player of the Year and threw 55 touchdowns and 8,000 passing yards in his 3 years with the Bobcats. There you go.
Wow.
Luke Altmaier,
Nebraska should have got him.
Luke Altmaier, we already talked about.
Okay.
We're getting to some real bad names.
Oh, no. The all names are good.
Jaden Davis.
Wait, Luke Altmaier is behind
Curtis Rurick.
Dylan Raiola?
Yeah, he is.
Curtis Rurick, who threw for how many yards?
Curtis Rurick, 8,000 passing yards.
Is behind Dylan Raiola.
Indiana plays a factor.
I don't care. 8,000 passing yards is 8,000 passing yards.
In 3 seasons.
Okay.
That's not that great.
That's what you talk about.
That's very good.
That's really good.
That's about 2,700 yards.
Is behind true freshman.
Yeah.
Never taken a staff in college.
Nope.
Dylan Raiola.
But he only had 1 touchdown or 1 interception in high school. So
that's
nonetheless, cool. Luke Altmaier.
Okay.
Then you have Jaden Davis from Michigan.
Not Jaden Daniels.
Not Jaden Daniels.
So close.
Jaden Davis, who's a true freshman at Michigan.
Wait, what about Alex Orji?
He's out.
We just
forget him.
The guy that comes in?
Forget you.
Got it.
Like
awesome.
CeeLo Green said, forget you.
Perfect. He didn't say that, but yeah.
Cade McNamara comes in at 14th.
Low. Is that just because of Iowa's offense?
I think you forget that Cade wasn't that great.
Cade wasn't that great, but he was still good.
I think you're discounting Cade McNamara.
Cade McNamara.
Should he be 14th? I don't think he should be behind Luke Altmaier.
Cade McNamara led Michigan to a playoff berth 2 years ago.
Yeah, led them.
He did. Was he the quarterback?
We got 4 more quarterbacks.
That's leading.
We got 4 more quarterbacks to go through before we take our final timeout.
All right.
Brendan Sullivan at Northwestern.
That's highway robbery.
Okay.
You saw what he did with Northwestern this last year?
It was crazy. It was crazy because...
Can we say last year now that the national championship is over?
It was crazy because I went back to look at Northwestern's preview. And in their rankings, Northwestern's quarterback situation was rated worst in the Big Ten Conference. Okay?
I think the whole situation.
This is what USA Today had to say about Northwestern football going back on August 14th, 2023. Regardless of who wins the quarterback job, don't expect any high level of quarterback play in Evanston. Yeesh. The Wildcats went 1-11 in 2022 and made 0 considerable roster upgrades. There has obviously been a lot happening in and around the program over the last few weeks. It doesn't figure to be anywhere close to considering a successful season.
None of that is wrong.
For the Northwestern Wildcats.
None of that at the beginning of this season
was wrong.
And everybody thought Northwestern is going to be a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a toilet show up in Evanston. And they proved everybody wrong.
There you go.
And maybe Pat Fitzgerald was the problem.
So that it's crazy to go back and look at the outlook. Not to mention
said it again.
Let's just go ahead and look at Nebraska's outlook. Because Jeff Sims, prior to the season, was rated the 7th best quarterback.
Yeah, people were excited about that.
Right, Jeff Sims?
Myself included.
This is what USA Today had to say about Jeff Sims. Jeff Sims excelled in a terrible Georgia Tech offense. Sims' play early in the spring practice was enough for 2022 starter Casey Thompson to transfer out.
I feel like that wasn't true, but
that was not true also. Elsewhere, or excuse me, he says, or USA Today wrote, it's hard for the Cornhuskers to get any worse than they've been at the quarterback position. Sims, here's this. Jeff Sims will make life tough for opposing defenses that automatically pencil Nebraska in as a win on the schedule. Jeff Sims was rated. How about this? The ratings last year.
Mean.
Jeff Sims was rated behind these quarterbacks.
I have jokes, but I don't want to be mean.
JJ McCarthy.
True.
Tunga Viola.
True.
Drew Aller.
True.
Tanner Mordecai. And Kyle McCord.
All of those are true.
He was rated ahead.
Here we go.
Of Ethan Kaliak-Manis, Hudson Card at Purdue, Luke Altmaier at Illinois, Noah Kim at Michigan State, which is probably not true, Gavin Wimsatt at Rutgers, and then the Northwestern quarterback situation.
I would have taken all of those.
Yeah.
I would have taken all of those.
Crazy.
Do you
difference?
Know,
but one thing I will say, so this is the point of this conversation, though. Look
don't
at the
trust
drastic,
USA Today.
Well, but don't look at the drastic difference of quarterbacks from 2023 to 2024. You're replacing guys like, I don't want to put Kyle McCord. You're replacing guys like Tanner Mordecai with the names of like Dylan Gabriel, Will Rogers,
Will Howard, both Wills.
I mean, you are
Dylan Raiola, apparently
total conference upgrades. That's what I was saying. When the transfer portal opened, Big Ten programs were going after quarterbacks like none other.
Mm-hmm.
It's an arms race. Get the best quarterback you can. Nebraska ended up flipping a 5-star.
Sure did.
So there you go. The Final Four on the projected rankings.
Oh, yeah. We got to finish that.
Final Four. We talked about Brent Sullivan. We talked about Hudson Card.
Yep.
Since Talia left, it's Billy Edwards Jr. time at Maryland.
Okay.
Gavin Wimsatt or Ethan Kaliak-Manis at Rutgers.
Oh, yeah, he did transfer there.
Come in at 18th.
If he transferred there, I thought Gavin was done.
Ethan Kaliak-Manis.
I would take Gavin Wimsatt.
Don't forget, there is the former Minnesota offensive coordinator is currently the offensive coordinator at Rutgers. Which is why Ethan transferred there.
Gavin's leaving.
There you go.
He doesn't have a chance. He's set up to fail.
Nope. Doesn't have a chance.
Ridiculous.
As always, 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the entire show today. We only got about 15 minutes left in the program, into the show, so let's go ahead and take our final time out. When we come back, we'll be joined by Austin and Strick as we round out Tuesday's show. Coming up next on the Happy Hour.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Koppel. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Koppel. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at koppelcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G207684.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I could write a commercial telling you how great waffle weekends are at the chocolate season. Or I could just have Rico read you the menu.
Banana Nutella. Nutella topped Belgian waffle with homemade whipped cream, chocolate chips, and freshly sliced bananas. Baconator. Buttermilk waffle with bacon slices tucked inside, topped with salted whipped butter, caramelized pecans, and pure maple syrup.
Waffle weekend brunches at the chocolate season.
PB&J.
40th and Old Cheney or online at thechocolateseason.com.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
I could write a commercial telling you how great waffle weekends are at the chocolate season. Or I could just have Rico read you the menu.
Banana Nutella. Nutella topped Belgian waffle with homemade whipped cream, chocolate chips, and freshly sliced bananas. Baconator. Buttermilk waffle with bacon slices tucked inside, topped with salted whipped butter, caramelized pecans, and pure maple syrup.
Waffle weekend brunches at the chocolate season.
PB&J.
40th and Old Cheney or online at thechocolateseason.com.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
If Ewers throws that ball to the front pylon, Texas might have tied that game up and had a chance to win it.
That moment right there, it's one of those moments that every young man dreams about. There's two outcomes in that moment. You're a gamer or you tense up.
You're a gamer or you're a goner.
Or you're a goner.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. You're listening to The Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I vomited last night.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
I literally vomited. I threw up.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Nick Sainert, Rico, Stricky, Austin, all with you. Gentlemen, what's that?
Was good?
Why that?
Do you guys like the snow out the window?
I do.
It's kind of dope.
And also, yeah.
I just made it out the neighborhood.
Did you?
Yeah. It was literally ice.
You struggle?
It was literally ice.
You got some sandbags in the back of that Chrysler?
I need to.
You didn't have this in Florida.
No, that's the issue. So I'm talking with DP, and DP's like, hey, it's time, my boy. You're here now.
Yeah.
You need that 4-wheel drive. Front wheel at least. Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Are you in the market?
I'm gonna maybe go do something.
There he is.
Yeah.
Stricky getting a new vehicle.
Man,
because the snow.
Man.
I thought you were gonna get a condo up here. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, you should
in Lincoln?
You should just live above us.
The Strick Mobile.
I am in the process of moving, but
staying in Gretna.
Lincoln's better in Omaha.
Wow.
Everyone knows this.
I'm looking at these nice little
Strick's moving back to Florida.
Negative. I'm stuck here. You guys are stuck with me, bro.
Good.
Good.
That's what we like to
Excellent.
hear.
You're stuck with me.
I don't know
What's
who's
going on, man?
We got
Yeah,
you back
yeah,
here.
sure.
No, you don't like talking about yourself?
No.
I know you don't.
You saw some foolishness. I'm going to the game, though.
I am too.
Yes, sir.
You gonna
We'll be
sit by
sitting
me
with
again?
you. Yeah, my man.
There it is.
Can we get you for one possession?
For one possession.
One possession.
Hey, no.
No, they got Eli Rice. I'm hoping
hey,
Eli Rice
I love
steps
Eli
up
Rice.
big tonight.
Rico can attest. I'm a big Eli Rice guy.
Yeah.
I can.
I hope he can fill a void.
I'm a big fried rice guy.
Me too. Steamed rice is my favorite.
Panda
Steamed is very
Express.
good.
Is that what you
Yeah,
like?
well, Panda's good, but even just like the local kind of like mom and pop Chinese.
Oh.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
there are
got
a couple
some
of
good
them.
ones.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need so I had one in Kearney that I would go to like once, twice a week. I need one in Lincoln. I don't have like a mom and pop Chinese place.
We
to
got
go
some
to.
recs for you.
Yeah.
We'll hit you after the show.
The old. No,
Oh,
this
the tech-
spot
hey,
is.
give me some text line rep.
This spot had been there for years, even when I was in school. And I happened to be driving down 27, and I was like, "It's gone." The Imperial Palace.
Yeah, they just took it down
yeah,
not that
yeah,
long
yeah.
ago.
I would drive by there when we were at the old building. I would drive by there all the time, and I would keep telling myself, "I gotta go there. I gotta go there." And then one day I drove by, and it was gone. And I was so sad.
They still have their one in the Union.
Yep.
That's still there.
Can I
But
go to that?
they're replacing. Yeah, you can.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
they're
that-
replacing it with
that's
a jet splash.
Oh, really?
Car washes are popping up all over town.
I don't get it.
Is Lincoln trying to be the
mafioso
car wash capital of the U.S.?
Working on it. I would love a study.
The
but
L word in that.
I would love a study done on the amount of car washes per capita.
But how? They're closed like right now.
No, they're not.
They're still open.
I got a car wash yesterday.
Do they? They're open like when it's like this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because so I have a membership.
Interesting.
I have the same thought as you.
I have a membership
Ridiculous.
that I can just go and
Me
get my
too.
vehicle
Mhm.
washed whenever. And so like now I'll go get it washed. Like I'll probably go through today and get it
Really?
washed.
I have an irrational sort of just like disgust for going to like Jet Splash.
Really?
Yeah. Why?
They've
Like the big name car washes.
right. Pretty
Okay.
much any of them. Right. Like I'm just always annoyed at the little like track you have to like line your wheel up perfectly in.
Really?
Like I can drive. Like I've gotten here every
Well,
day.
well, see,
no
I
car
don't-
accidents.
I don't
but, like,
appreciate-
that annoys me. There's like the lines are so long because they're the in thing right now. And then like, yeah, having my doors wiped out is probably nice, but
It is great.
I don't need that, right? Like
Well,
just
you don't have to stop.
it's so much simpler. It's a little cheaper. Just go to a gas station and just drive,
come
park,
on,
sit, and then
Austin.
drive out.
Don't
like
be that
I don't
guy.
I don't
So
need
you're
all
the,
that.
You're the little
It's
box
too
car
extra.
wash where you
Yes.
just sit in there and
You
the
sit
things
in
go
there.
around you.
Yes.
No, I like the
Yes.
tracks. I like the tracks. I go
No.
in there. I just chill.
I don't appreciate, and this isn't like I went to actually one not in Lincoln, and I didn't appreciate how close they got you to the car in front of you.
Yeah.
They put you right up on that bumper.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, this is wild. Because if anything bad happens, they're coming
after me.
I guess the car wash is probably liable, but because you got that kid going like you got the 15-year-old that's got the wand in one hand, and he's spraying you down, and you got the guy he's giving you the hand, like, come on, keep on going, and he gets you to the right, gets you to the left. I'm like, well, here we are.
I like the tracks.
I don't mind the tracks.
Put your car in neutral.
They always think that I just can't read the sign though that says put car in neutral, and so they're like they just yell neutral.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, well,
I was actually planning on just holding my brakes.
well, I was just gonna let it coast. I was gonna let it coast. But
Just
anyway.
leave it and drive.
Yeah.
It's not my fault your tracks aren't strong enough to
Yeah.
hold my car.
Anyway, guys, Nebraska basketball tonight. I know you guys are going to talk plenty about it. Nebraska hosting number 1 Purdue. Strick, we actually got a question from BJ in Wichita, and I mentioned this morning on the morning show about this is a game where, especially with Zach Edey on the other side, you cannot get a guy or have a guy like Rink Mass in foul trouble early. This cannot be a game where Rink has to sit down because he picks up 2 early fouls. I think so, because especially when you compare the 2 big men with Josiah and Rink, maybe Josiah is going to be matched up on him potentially, but I think Rink's one of your best rebounders, and I think Rink it just is kind of the straw that stirs the drink, if you will.
Okay, so my approach to this is like this. Obviously, you're probably not going to see Blaze Keita.
Yep.
Okay.
All year.
I'm
Bingo.
literally using 5 fouls with Joe.
Sure.
Ooh.
I'm throwing him in there. His physicality. I'm letting him be physical. I don't care if he fouls.
Yeah.
Listen, be physical, run.
Also,
and
foul without allowing
no
and once.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
that
was what was frustrating against Wisconsin.
I'm using him tonight.
Okay, I like that because that's one thing that against like Wisconsin was Nebraska was fouling, but frankly, like as bad as this sounds, soft fouls. Like it was like
Courtney
soft
Green
fouls
fouls
where they were allowing Wisconsin to have easy looks at the hoop and easy and one opportunities. And those are just like momentum killers. It was momentum killers.
I'm not going to lie. I was very disappointed in Bryce. He didn't seem to have intent on anything he was doing.
The same tenacity.
Yeah, it just seemed like he was out defensively. He was just kind of milling around. It was disappointing to me.
What does it do if Bryce is unable to go tonight?
Well, for me, I like that you're going to get a good shot of Eli Rice. I think Eli Rice is an opportunity to fill.
I love Eli
I think
Rice.
there's some things that obviously, IQ wise, I think he's got to grow in, but he's a freshman, so I'm not too disappointed. But I love his athleticism and I love his body, and I think his ability to stroke it as well is just as equal to Bryce.
He moves so well for the body that he has.
Yeah.
He moves so well. Go ahead.
I get what you're saying about Rink. I get what you're saying about Jope. Did Fairleigh Dickinson care? They did not. The most traditional way for Nebraska to beat Purdue is a big game from Rink Mast, right? And I think Eli Rice gets minutes. I don't think Bryce Williams, if he plays, is 100%. So I think we do see plenty of Eli Rice. But if Nebraska shoots 40% from three, they don't need a big man, right? If they're scrambling, if they're in tune with their defensive rotations, you can trade twos for threes. And we'll get into how you beat Purdue.
I think there's something that they didn't do in Wisconsin that they need to do in this game, which was secondary break runs. When they did that, they got good buckets, and it didn't allow Wisconsin to get set.
Yeah.
I think you got to do that because you don't want Zach Edey to consistently be down there and get set into whatever defense that they've worked on. You don't want that.
No, it'll be. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, is there any? I don't know. My thought is to see what kind of game the refs are going to call early. And see if I understand that, Edey's a big presence on the inside, but you can't just rely on that 3-point shot, even though you're shooting it pretty well this season.
I think mid-range is going to be huge.
Try to figure out how this game is going to be called.
Mid-range,
especially since it's going to be at home, maybe you have that little home cooking with the refs. And again, you're not going to rely to get Zach Edey in foul trouble, but if you can have some aggressive attacks to the rim and force him to make a play, maybe you can, force him out. You're not going to rely on that. You're not going to try, but I feel like you have to get to the rim.
I think you do it out of sets, and we're going to talk about that.
So here's what I would say.
There's a way to do it.
I think there's two things.
Traditional drives.
Yeah. There's two things here, and one of them is that the doubling the post. If they're going to continue to double the post almost every time it gets down there, then they better hope that a guy like Fletcher Lawyer doesn't hurt them as bad as he did last year. Because remember, Fletcher Lawyer made his name known last year at PBA against the Huskers and went off at the guard position. So that's a big part.
How did I say they need to
Purdue,
do it?
For Purdue. But then also...
Hold on. I'll let him.
Yeah.
Well, let's stay on that piece.
Okay, yeah.
And then let you get that.
Yeah.
Because that's a good,
Yeah, Strickland says wait till he puts the ball down. Don't send him early.
Don't come early.
First dribble. Yeah.
Off dribble, because that's going to throw him off.
And it also, maybe he's a better handler than Kel Ware was for Indiana, but you saw the double consistently bother Kel Ware for Indiana last Wednesday.
But they did it on early.
They did. But the ball handling from Kel was horrible. He could not catch a pass to save his life down low last weekend. Edey probably is going to be able to. So I like that idea of let him get it up, put it on the floor, but then you also have to have that discipline. I think then second, CJ Wilcher. It's got Nebraska cannot, they need to figure out a way to keep fresh legs on the floor and not sacrifice offense. And I'm not saying they have this year, but they need to continue that. Like, you need a CJ Wilcher game today where he comes off the bench and he drops double figures, because when Jamarcus isn't out there, when Eli Rice might not be able to be out there, when Jawan's not out there, Who's going to be your guy? And I think CJ Wilcher has shown this season that he's able to take that step up, but do it against this team tonight, because you cannot be outscored in bench points like 25-6. You cannot have that happen tonight.
Well, what's been a problem also is you've seen, and we're not digging, we're just talking.
Yeah.
But what you've seen is they've been very physical with K-State. And so you, more than ever, you have to put bodies on people. That little run by and little half shield, no. If you really want good shots, force them to have to put another guy on him.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you put a freaking body on him. Like, you know how they go and run that double screen in the corner?
Yeah.
The first guy, put a freaking body on him, because guess what it's going to do? It's going to make that next guy to have to make a decision, and then slips or what?
Exactly.
They've missed so many slips, I can't even count them. Like, they've been so open when they set a screen, a good screen, the guy has to shield and they don't slip. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are missing so many layups.
The bodies on guys, you got to figure out a way. You got to play physical, both offensively and defensively. Like this is the game, I think, more importantly than even Creighton, because you can kind of chalk up the Creighton loss a little bit to the horrible and atrocious 3-point shooting. I mean, you went 2 of 22 from beyond the arc.
And defensive rotations,
yes,
right?
Yes,
Purdue doesn't have guys that are going to, bust you open off the dribble necessarily. So you have to be crisp on your rotation.
That's what I was just going to say. The defense, the edge. We always hear Fred Hoiberg talk about that, getting that edge back on defense. I think tonight is a very, very key game, because this is one where you can start to, like, Purdue could get a frustrating foul. Like what was that do for the crowd? Immediately lifts it up. The crowd needs to play a factor, and I think it will.
8 o'clock tip.
As long as Nebraska does their job. And Nebraska may lose this game by 5 points. They might lose this game by 3. You just cannot allow it to be a 20-plus point blowout. You can't. You should. There's also no reason for it. You're a good enough team to where you should be able to keep it somewhat competitive. What's coming up on the show today, gentlemen?
We'll dive into Michigan-Washington first. We'll get into some more of the game plan for Nebraska, maybe some tournament projections. What would this win do for Nebraska's postseason chances? What would it mean? What would it look like? We'll play the shootout with Strick at 2:45, like normal on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then NFL playoff picture. A lot of interesting matchups. Didn't dive into it yesterday. We'll do that today. And Adam Silver apparently had to talk Draymond Green out of retirement. Want to dive into that? It's
How
just kind of a funny
realistic is
concept.
that? Yeah. By the way, NFL playoff tickets, the most expensive ticket, Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams, $601.
And Jake's still not going for free.
Nope. Yeah, Jake had a chance to go to KC for free for the Dolphins game. He decided not to.
I mean, if we get a chance, I want to touch on just some of, and we can wait till later in the week.
How much time we got, Rico? 10 seconds?
But, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Just the commonalities of the NFL matchups that are crazy.
Stick around. On the block. Coming up next.
Adios.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of snow and blowing snow, especially this morning. Otherwise cloudy and windy this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 23. Tonight, mainly cloudy and cold. We'll see a low of around 9. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies in the morning, but a slight chance of snow in the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 33. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Coppell. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Coppell. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at coppellcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G207684.
I could write a commercial telling you how great waffle weekends are at the chocolate season. Or I could just have Rico read you the menu.
Banana Nutella. Nutella topped Belgian waffle with homemade whipped cream, chocolate chips, and freshly sliced bananas. Baconator. Buttermilk waffle with bacon slices tucked inside, topped with salted whipped butter, caramelized pecans, and pure maple syrup.
Waffle weekend brunches at the chocolate season.